Where is Melania? Melania, best first lady, so great. She's missing from the White House. There are a lot of reports about this. She's not literally missing, but she's not at the White House. Missing from there, nevertheless. And for some reason, I found these reports so funny. And it's like, Trump's taking up traditionally first lady duties. And I'm like picturing him like with an apron on, like traditional, like he's taking up the housewife duties or something, like 1980s. But really, it just means greeting guests here or redecorating this room or something. But the headlines: Melania has been missing from White House so often that President Trump's taken on traditional first lady duties. Every day at 4, he greets the kids with cookies. I know that's not what they mean at all. And first ladies sometimes have really significant advocacy programs. Melania, less so. I guess be best is still a thing, but so there's a New York Times article, a most sensitive subject in the White House. Where's Melania? Mrs. Trump has spent fewer than 14 days at the White House. Ooh, almost as few days as Trump has had intelligence briefings, apparently, since her husband was inaugurated 108 days ago. And a lot of these articles read like novels. The lights never seem to be on, and the shutters stay shut. Wait. The lights never seem to be on, and the shutters stay shut. Donald wanders around. No, I'm not going to say that. Saying I don't get by. As the weeks pass by at the White House, the corner of the residence long used by first ladies remains dark, because this first lady does not really live in Washington. Melania Trump vanishes from view for weeks at a time, holding up in Trump Tower in Manhattan or in Florida, where she can lie low at Mar-a-Lago. It's like having Greta Garbo as first lady. Mrs. Trump is expected to reappear. Why are they writing it like this? Like, I think it's kind of notable that this supposed married couple never wants to be next to each other. Like, that is notable. Party of family values. He's such a family man, and his wife's never with him. But why is it written like this? It's never dark. It's never light. The lights are never on, except for when the switch is flipped. Then she appears without even a drip. It's like, I don't know. You can't even. It kind of reminds me of All Through the House. What's the thing? All Through the House. What's the Christmas?
Not even a mouse.
Not even a mouse. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Another one was from the Washington Post. What does being best mean to Melania Trump now? So this is a different outlet, but again, look at how they started. There she was. In the White House. Black leather pencil skirt. Why do I need to know that? Pencil thin heels. Lots of pencils. She took all the pencils that the kids can't have, that Trump said. White blazer, draped like a cape over her shoulders. Melania Trump's not often seen inside these walls, let alone heard. But on Thursday at a reception for military mothers, she gave her first public remarks. Motherhood, the First Lady began. The applause was no longer tentative, and she yielded to it. Motherhood, I guess she talked about motherhood, but what does be best mean to Melania Trump now? I find that so interesting. What does being best mean? Well, first of all, it means someone doesn't know grammar. That's the first thing that it means. But this article does talk about how, even every marriage has its highs and lows. But as with so many other things, the Trumps are in a league of their own. In the span of just a few months last year, the couple endured a public trial about his philandering, 2 assassination attempts at a presidential campaign. The trial, which concerned hush money Donald J. Trump paid to a porn star, made for an especially challenging moment for the couple. 2 people with knowledge of their dynamic said. Mrs. Trump kept well away from the courthouse in Lower Manhattan and from the campaign that kicked into high gear in the weeks that followed. I never thought that it would be difficult for a wife to have her husband go on trial for paying hush money and falsifying business records to cover up that he did this during a campaign about the fact that while she had just had a child, he was having sex with a porn star and reportedly getting spanked by a magazine of his own face. I guess that could be tough for a marriage. Now that I think of it, that could be a little awkward. Honey, are you coming to the courthouse today? For what? My trial. About what? Have a good day. Never mind. Mr. and Mrs. Trump do share one common approach, and this is true. Credit to the New York Times. To public office, though, they both know how to make money from the exposure. In January, Ms. Trump launched her own cryptocurrency token. You can buy Melania now, she wrote on social media the day before her husband's second inauguration. This is why a lot of people have this sort of Melania's trapped type of mentality. I don't know how many people believe that, but I feel so bad. And it's like, no, as little as I think they love each other, I do think they really believe themselves to have a mutually beneficial partnership, right? I do think they like each other in that sense. Like that, Melania doesn't want to be around Donald that much, but she likes that they have this mutually beneficial engagement where they both get to make a bunch of money. Trump gets to be seen as having, a wife, a beautiful wife, and a family, and she gets to literally sell Melania meme coin. Every little girl's dream is to grow up and sell meme coin to make money from followers who don't know better. And then there's the deal she struck with Amazon, reported to have been about $40 million for a documentary offering a behind-the-scenes look at her life. Why? Why would I need to see that? How did she... What was it? Black leather pencil skirt. I saw so many comments about that too. Her outfits tell you a lot about... No, they shut up. I'm so tired of all this talk about people's outfits. But I mean, except for this is a cute sweater. For a documentary offering a behind the scenes look at the First Lady, riveting stuff. What might that show? It's hard to say exactly. And it talked about how people who analyzed this deal were like, this is way too much money. And it seemed like Jeff Bezos, after giving money to Trump's inauguration so that Trump wouldn't go after him, also gave this nice deal to make Melania a bunch of money to get into the good graces of the Trumps. So Melania, as much as she doesn't want to be a part of this in the sense that she's MIA from the White House, she wants to be a part of the grift. And she likes that she gets to benefit from the grift. And we're going to look back, hopefully, if the Oklahoma superintendent doesn't get his way, on this moment in history and be like, we let this happen, and that Trump was not robbing, it was all consensual exchanges, but was robbing his followers. And they were going, handing him money, and he was just taking it and making money off of the office. And then they were looking at him and thanking him. Please, sir, can I have another? Share your thoughts in the comments. Get the bonus show by clicking that join button below.